Hello, everyone. This is Carrie George from CIBN Connect, and today I want to talk to you about our Founders Program, which we're really excited is going live again right now for the next few days, and we're going to have a lot of fun with people this year as we are continuing to build out our network. So as I get started today, I just want to bring you up to date on some of the things that's been happening. CIBN Connect got started many years ago, 13 years ago, doing live events. And as we were doing live events, we were operating these mainly in one city and then in a couple of other cities, bringing networkers together and business owners together so that they could get business from each other. They could assist one another. They could give each other leads and referrals. And we were doing all live meetings. But this last year, of course, with the pandemic and everything that happened, everything went online. For us, that was not something that was brand new. We'd actually been researching going online since 2017, and we had started with online meetings in March of 2019. And we'd had a couple of groups that were running on an ongoing basis for a long time, and then our third group started in January of 2020. So when the pandemic happened, we were able to take all of our live groups and move them online. And then as the year progressed, we also began to take on people from all over Canada, United States. Today, we have members from all across North America. We have new members now in our mastermind group that are coming from Egypt, and as well as Europe and even Africa, Asia. So we've truly become a global network in this last year. So last year, we put out a call for the Founders Program, and we ran it for 1 week, and it was not offered again. And some of our Founders members had such an incredible experience. And I know some of you that have been following us, if you're watching us on this channel, you might be able to just scroll down to the previous video where we had Michelle Phillips-Nystrom, is one of our first founding members, talk about what her experience was. And I know over the next week, I have a couple more of our founders that are going to go on video and talk about their experience and how it's changed their life and changed their business, and what has happened as a result of them becoming a member of CIBN and joining the Founders Program. So our members portal is open throughout the year, usually for segments of time, where you can buy a membership for $59 a month, and you can participate in online networking. You can take training of all different kinds. You can learn how to do your social media better, learn how to market yourself, learn how to talk in front of groups of people. There's all kinds of stuff that's provided for you. Video portal where you go in and take training anytime you want, or take the courses that come up in the CIBN calendar. Many of these courses are $600 courses or $800 courses, or like in the case of one that's coming up right now, the Ultimate Networking Weekend that's happening the last weekend of June. That weekend is a $1,400 course. So by joining CIBN Connect, you can actually participate in those events for the $59 a month, which is pretty awesome. And you get to meet people, you get to grow your network, you get customers, clients, prospects that you're meeting throughout the network, but you're also building some great collaboration type partnerships with other CIBN members as you become a member. And as you become a member and people get to know, like, and trust you, they want to do more business with you. But not only do they want to do business with you, if you actually select some of those people to get to know really well over a short period of time, some of those people would be collaborative partners in the way that they have actually the same target market as you, and therefore, but they sell a different product, they sell a different service. So I'll give you an example. If I was a business coach and I wanted to actually coach people who own businesses, I would probably want to have collaborative partners who also have business owners as their primary clientele. So people like a printer or a printed promo person would be a great collaborative partner for me. Somebody who sells benefit plans to companies, not just individuals, that might be a good collaborative partner for me. An accountant would be a great collaborative partner for me, or a marketing company, because each one of those businesses only markets themselves to business owners, which as a business coach, I would want that as well, right? So it's hard when you go out networking to meet like 100 people and get to know, like, and trust 100 people. But when you have only 3 to 5 people you're trying to get to know, it's a lot easier. So if you can establish who your collaborative partners might be, spend more time getting to know, like, and trust them, and them getting to know, like, and trust you, versus trying to meet 100 people. See how that's more effective networking? And this is the kind of stuff that we do at CIBN Connect. We bring people together, we help them find relationships that really click, that matter, that work for bringing them business, and we make a huge difference in the lives of business owners. Huge, okay? So this has been going on for over a decade. We've been making a huge difference in the lives of business owners. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm not talking about the stuff that makes you feel good. Okay, I was just having a conversation with somebody today, and I'm always surprised by how much some people want to just feel good. I like to feel good too, okay? I like to have a good time too. I like to have fun. But business is about making money, isn't it? I mean, why do you have a business if it's not to actually provide revenue for yourself, for your family, for your life, right? Usually, you want your business to prosper. Am I right? So if you want your business to prosper, you want to do the things that make it prosper. You want to cut down on things that take up your time needlessly, because time is something that you never get back. And you want to increase revenue, increase your bottom line. I find working with hundreds of business owners, now thousands in a year, the two big problems that all business owners tell me that they have is, I don't have enough time, Carrie. I don't have enough money, Carrie. So these are the two things I hear all the time. So CIBN Connect is all about helping business owners overcome those two problems. Everything that we do has to do with overcoming those two problems. Does it work? Are we able to actually help them overcome those two problems? Well, for the last decade, we have had so many opportunities to work with business owners. And the reality is that in our business membership, we haven't experienced very many business failures, okay? In fact, only like a couple in 13 years of operation. When the national average is 80% of businesses go out of business in their first 5 years, that's pretty huge. Our people are not going out of business. Now, what happened with COVID? Okay, when COVID hit, we had a couple of people that said, okay, I'm out of here, I'm done, I quit. And they gave up their businesses really quickly at the beginning of April 2020. But the people who said, no, I want to stick it out and I'm going to try, and I think CIBN can help us, we were able to really help them. So one story I can tell you about is John Nielsen from Franklin Auto, okay? This is an auto mechanic. This is not somebody who is like really savvy online. This is an auto mechanic. He's really great at fixing cars, and he's really great at servicing his customers that come in to see him. Well, what happened in March of 2020 was that all of a sudden business just stopped for him, like it did for many businesses. And he watched a buddy go out of business. He watched somebody across the street that was one of his competitors go out of business. And he's like, oh my goodness, what should I do? So he called us and we helped him. We actually had a couple of great ideas to get him, to get the message out, because he had an essential service. People just didn't know he was open. And also we didn't know what we should do. Many people were kind of like laying around in the fetal position right then. We just didn't know what we could go do and what we shouldn't do. Well, we helped him get the message out, and we connected him with some other people, marketing people, railgun marketing, to help him continue to get his message out. And recently he was able to say that 2020 was actually his best year ever in 18 years of business. And CIBN Connect was the reason why. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome. And that is what makes us tick, man. That it gets us so excited to see a business owner like that just have that kind of transformational experience in his time with us at CIBN. So anyways, that's the kind of stuff that we've been seeing happening. Now, last year, as we launched online and moved our members into the online model, we had some big expenses and stuff, and I learned that maybe we should ask people, if you want to really be a part of the cause here, you want to be part of this, taking this message to the world, because it's a pretty good message. Can you imagine 80% of businesses fail, but they don't when they join CIBN? That's pretty cool, right? So we knew we had something good. We wanted to take it global. We wanted to help people around the world with what we were offering. So we offered a founders special where instead of paying $59 a month forever to be part of our network or be part of any networking that's out there, by the way, that's pretty inexpensive in comparison because most networks cost you $700 to $900 up front, and then there's monthly fees. And if you're doing it live, by the way, it's expensive because you have to service the restaurants and the hotels in which you have these meetings. So the average networking, belonging to a networking group once a week where people get to know, like, and trust you, and it's real networking where people actually do give you leads, it's like $3,500 a year is what you're looking at to do that. But when we took it online, we were able to do it to $59 a month, which is less than a quarter of the cost because no food is involved. Isn't that awesome? Now, I know some people are like, well, I really like doing it live, Carrie. I really can't wait till we're back in the meeting, we're doing it live. But wait a minute, it's a quarter of the cost doing it online. And not only is it a quarter of the cost, it's a quarter of the time. And remember when we said earlier that the two things that business owners are continually having to struggle with is I don't have enough time and I don't have enough money. Well, a quarter of the time really, really matters. Guys, when you actually belong to a live networking meeting, you got to drive there. You got to find parking. Then you got to go inside. You have a little kibitzing and talking with people. Maybe you do some volunteerism, some setup or some takedown. You have your meeting, which is an hour to an hour and a half. And then you have to drive the 45 minutes back to your office. Wow. When that adds up, that's like 3 hours for the meeting. But you also do an hour's worth of follow-up the next day as you phone people back. So that's 4 hours is what your networking is coming to. If it was only 3 hours, it's 144 hours in a year, which is 6 days of your life that you will never get back. So is networking online worthwhile? Yes, it's a quarter of the cost. It's a quarter of the time. And get this, our data after a year of doing this now in all of our groups shows that we are actually getting twice the profit coming in through our online networking for our members than what they were doing when they were doing it live. Why is that? Well, there's a number of reasons why. Some of it is we just really get down to business so much faster. I mean, if the meeting's at 4 o'clock, people come in at 3:59 and they're out of there at 4:01. Okay, so it's really 1 hour. One of the things that we've been doing that's special in our network is we've been encouraging every person who walks through the door to book a meeting right now while you're in the meeting, and we keep our chat lines open. And you know what this does? It cuts out that hour of follow-up the next day. So you don't have to follow up the next day. You don't have to worry about, did I get my calendar booked? Because you got the calendar booked while you were in the meeting. And at CIBN Connect, you can attend 1 meeting a week, or you can attend more if you want, because we have 7 meetings that go on every week, week after week after week after week. And we have meetings that are across Canada. We have some that are focused on certain areas. We have meetings across the United States. You know, we have meetings that are better for those that are coming from internationally. So we have all kinds of meetings, and you get to pick and choose the ones that you want to attend, and you get them all when you're part of CIBN and our membership. And you also get all kinds of training. So what kind of trainings? Well, 3 to 4 times a year, we put on a social media boot camp. Why? Well, because many people, many business owners struggle with social media. They don't know what they should post or how often they should post. They sit down to do something like that, and then they can't think of what they're going to do. You know, they get very, very frustrated with it. They say, man, I tried that and it didn't work. And they don't even know, why it didn't work. So we have a boot camp that actually helps demystify social media. And we put it on 2, 3 times, 4 times a year. And we help our business owners get through that. Now, if you join CIBN today and there's no boot camp on the calendar for the next few months, it's no problem. We've got recorded ones in our video portal. In fact, we have about $6,000 worth of training events in the video portal that you can access immediately when you become a member at CIBN Connect. How do you find us? Well, you go to thecibn.com and you just look at the membership page and pick the membership that you want and get started. It's that simple. You can actually be in the portal learning this stuff today, right now, bam, no waiting. So that's how it works on an ongoing basis. But we wanted to offer something special to people last year with this founder special, because we needed a hand kind of getting everything off the ground when it all went global. We had extra costs, we had things we had to do, so we put together a package, and we offered a one-time payment where you paid only once, and then you never paid again, ever. And you're a special level of membership called a founder. And I know our founders got a lot of play off of that over the last year, being able to say, I'm a founding member. We have different ways that we identified them in the meetings and stuff as well. So it was kind of a prestigious thing to be a founding member. And several of our founding members had really, really great years as a result of getting involved with CIBN. Michelle Phillips-Nystrom was one of them. She just did a fabulous video with me earlier this week talking about her experience and all the things that she learned and how her business grew and actually took off internationally as a result of participating in CIBN. But the cool thing was that once she made that one payment, she didn't have to pay any more. So if you don't like making monthly payments, the founders special is really awesome for you. So this year we've decided that we're going to bring it back. We've had members asking about it, saying, can we make a one-time payment and never pay again? Yes, you can. Only though until this it's June 7th, and then it's all over again. Okay. And each year, of course, it goes up because the value of what it is that you're going to get goes up, right? There's more stuff that's involved. So like this year, it's only it's $12.97, and you pay one time and you never pay again. But right away in your first 30 days, we wanted to give you great value for that. Great value. Okay, so I want to knock it out of the park for you. So in the next 30 days, we got some amazing stuff happening that's coming on board for our founders and members. And if you purchase that $12.97 package, one of the first things you're going to get is a $600 course. It's $599. It's on it's on the 9th, which I think is a week from today. And it is called the Quarter Launch. It is a 90-day goal-setting session where we work with you from 10 in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, working on what are your goals. And this is not your average goal-setting session, okay? We're not just going to sit around and say, okay, you should write them down. It's true that people who write them down are 4 times more likely to succeed. That is true, but that's just the beginning, okay? How many of you have written down goals and then it didn't work out and you didn't actually hit those goals, right? We want you to actually hit the goals. So as we work on the goals, we go through, first of all, what are some mindset things that might be holding you back? Let's get that out of the way. How can we create some affirmations and things that you can continuously say and do in your life that will help support those goals that you want? So we work through that. We talk about goals from your health, your wealth, your wisdom, all of these kinds of goals. What kind of courses do you need to take? What kind of things do you need to support in order to grow your business? You know, who else needs to join your team? There's so much to goal setting. It's not just about you. It's all about what is the vision that you're trying to build and what do you have to have in place. We do this backdrafting thing. It's awesome. We start by talking about what's your life goal, and then we work back from there. It's incredible. You know, I learned how to make a life goal many years ago, and as a result, I've reached so much further because I have a life goal. I don't just have a goal for the next week. I'm working towards something bigger, a cause that's bigger than myself. And everyone needs to have a life goal. Yours, of course, will be much different than mine, right? So on our goal setting day, it's a pretty extensive day. We get you really working hard on what are your goals and what does it look like over a lifetime, 10 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, and then what do I have to do in the next 90 days to actually achieve that 1-year goal so that I can hit my objectives for 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. It's amazing. One of the reasons we do this is because it's how big corporations work. They have 90-day projections, okay? Why? Because it works. So when we're looking at our small businesses and our solopreneur operations and our 1 or 2 locations or 3 locations that we own that are franchises, we want to think about as well, what is our next 90 days? What will that look like? So that 90-day goal-setting course called Quarter Launch comes with this package for $12.97. That's just the first thing. We then also, at the end of June, on 25th to 27th, for the first time ever, and this again will only be done annually, we are going to have a 3-day event called the Ultimate Networking Weekend. Okay? And the Ultimate Networking Weekend is for those of you who really want to see increased revenue through your networking. You see, when I started networking, I started to make money from networking, but I cannot tell you how many people that I have met who said to me, well, networking doesn't work for me, Carrie. You don't understand. It won't work in my industry. The right people are not at the meeting. That is a bunch of bunk, okay? Not true. I have met people from every industry imaginable who've made a lot of money networking when they knew how to do it right. So I was fortunate when I got started that I was mentored. So we've created the Ultimate Networking Success Path. It's 5 stages of success to help our members become successful in networking. So we have lots of these stories like Michelle Phillips Nystrom or John Nielsen, or other people who have done amazing things in the network. We have lots of those stories because we help our members learn how to network in a way that is profitable for them. And that makes all the difference in the world. So I say to you, I have people who say, Carrie, why would I want to give up a weekend of my life to come to a networking event? Well, here's why. If you're not making $150,000 a year from networking, you're doing it wrong. No hard feelings, just telling you how it is, okay? You're doing it wrong. Stop. Let's do it right, okay? So on the Ultimate Networking Weekend, we're going to show you how to ask for 10 referrals instead of 1 and get them. Okay, that one thing alone is worth the weekend. Okay, we're going to show you how to find 3 to 5 collaborating partners with the same target market as you. And we're all going to help you. We're going to help you find them. We're actually going to hook you up in a relationship, okay? Do some matchmaking. So 3 to 5 collaborators, so the same target market as you. And we are going to show you how that if each of you shared 3 to 5 leads with each other every month, what would that do for your business? Hello? That'd be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? To have 3 to 5 leads coming in from 3 to 5 people. And I'm talking about good leads, buyers, people who bought from them. They're premium clients. Why would they do that? Because you're going to get to know, like, and trust them in a relatively short period of time. We're going to show you how to do it. And from that, that's the kind of value that you're going to get from that. And so on the Ultimate Networking Weekend, we will be having a promo for that later in the month. It's $14.97. Or you can just go get the Founders Special right now, which is only $12.97, and have it included in the package. Isn't that better? Less is better for you, isn't it? Awesome. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put these things together for you. And with the Ultimate Networking Weekend, I think you're going to learn a lot about how to network, but you're going to have an opportunity to practice the techniques on the spot. We're going to show you how to do an infomercial in 3 different ways, and we're going to get you to practice them on the spot. We're going to show you how to do a presentation that will actually land you clients, and you're going to get to practice it on the spot. So these are some of the things that we're going to cover in the Ultimate Networking Weekend. Now, the Founders Special is going to include both of those things, but it's also going to include all the courses that we have all year long and every year forever. So yeah, one-time price, $12.97. And by the way, you can make 3 payments on that as well if it's too big in one chunk. But you're going to pay it off quickly, and then you're going to network forever without having to make any additional payments, which should be pretty awesome. $59 a month, that's okay. But one-time payment and never pay again, That's pretty phenomenal. And we just keep giving and giving and giving to the network. Included in the Founders Special, by the way, are a couple other really awesome things. I'm really excited that next week we are finally releasing our first edition to our CIBN Connect magazine, and I'm just jacked about that. It's been a long time coming. We've been working on it lately, almost night and day. I haven't been getting much sleep. We're just finishing it up. And one of the things is that we've been able to feature some of our founding members in that magazine. And that's one of the things that you get as an extra perk. You're not going to be in it one time. You're going to be in it twice. You get to pick the editions that you want to be in over the next few years. And the next one's going to be coming out in January of 2022, I guess it is. So it's a $2,500 perk, you know, to be in a full page of a magazine, $2,500 bucks. But that is also being included in the Founders Special for $12.97. So, I mean, we're just going to be giving and giving and giving to our founders. I know they get featured in videos. We talk about their businesses. It's a lot of really great promotion when you're part of the Founders Group. I guess there is one catch. People always ask, what's the catch? The catch is we're going to be with you a long time. So I guess you better like us. And in fact, it's for those people who are really serious about networking and want to network with us, want to be part of the foundation of this growing organization. Just like last year, we have some big expenses that are now coming up as we're putting in new pieces of equipment and new things, new tools in order to serve the network in an even greater way. We have an app that is about to be released. All of these things have costs. So the founders get to participate in that. That $12.97 is helping us out. And of course, we're going to do whatever we can to help you out so that you have a growing business and a successful story and something that we can talk to others about in the future and tell, you know, just brag about you, about how awesome you are and what a great business that you have. And I can't wait to tell your stories. So I hope that you join us and be part of the Founders program. I'm going to post underneath here the link for the Founders Program so that you can go and find out more and sign up for the Founders Program. I'll put that up here. You can visit our website at thecibn.com. It's a great place to go check out what events are coming up and what kind of things are happening. The Founders Special, though, is not on the website. It will be posted underneath the video where you're watching it. Over the next few minutes, we'll get that up for you. But you won't be able to find us anywhere else, and it's only available for the next few days, so you want to jump on it now, okay? So looking forward to talking to you. If you have any questions that you would like to ask me directly, you could send me a text at 403-397-1909. I'll put that into the chat, although I know I'm in various broadcasting rooms. It might not show up on everyone. So again, it's 403-397-1909. I do have one special ask for you. Please do not leave me a voicemail, okay? I'll answer those like in 2035 or never, okay? So send me a text if you have a question or if you need a link or you missed something, 403-397-1909. We're really looking forward to joining a whole new group of founders to our network and looking forward to getting to know you and promoting your business and doing stuff with you over the next few years. Happy capitalism!